Fear burned out in my pumping, aching chest, feeling nothing, especially my soul. When these smoking arguments are just ash, no electrocuting tears left to roll. Just a howling vapor floating above, bleeding from scars as a result of war. With bones showing through my liquid stone skin, not unbreakable, but waiting for more. I can still bleed to that voice in my head, arguing with my shouting impulses, debate my homo sapienism, and fights are where a human convulses. Such elaborated controversies are renowned variables of crude. Perhaps ego anger could be crippled if we could courteously argue nude. Our broken hearts fade and shattered dreams rise, not remembering time before a fight. Just a yelling engagement to be heard, trying to control actions with all might. We opposing military forces fight when battle clash causes unknown, forgetting there must be some connections other than energetic words just thrown. I would rather see enterprising breast, for the strenuous battle is unfair, and tireless peace talks could be achieved by the point of view of a derriere. Such collaborated consultations gone if to sexual books we allude, those of massages and the joy of sex, if we could courteously argue nude. Most conflicting debates are frivolous, not initially bright and lighthearted, when two cannot learn anything freshly, but still rising arguments get started. They are not words of concrete principles, it exists where science falls in a hole, afflicted with indisposed sentences, not explaining the nature of the soul. She knows me well like a motion picture, her favorite scene pose is the evil glance. I like silent films keeping my lips sealed, for my talky rants never stand a chance. My obtuse mouth grows inarticulate whenever there's an accented view. Its weight would not be backbreaking indeed if we could courteously argue nude. I know the strength of exhausted muteness when she tries severely to get to my goat, talking of brutal trivialities without intention of rocking the boat. I wonder which one is the enemy, an idea that becomes quite a wrestle, thinking of a natural remedy, bringing us forward to a fine nestle. Better than homeopathic solvents, to erase that driven by selfish need, where two racing bodies stand immoral, recording what is driven by our greed. I know her vile obscene expressions, when her smoking rapacity is lewd. Condemnation could be destroyed like hate, if we could courteously argue nude. I know of non-side effect solutions, like consecutive screwing angry tea, with our happiness uninterrupted, sustained on a natural remedy. Returning with chocolate-covered lust, eating dessert before debate, abates, preserving what could be broken glass, then redeeming what could be broken place. There are better ways than using the voice, delivered on better philosophy, centering great spirituality onto the focus of reality. A shower together could break our wrath, while a long bath could get us in the mood. We could reach for dirty sexual urge if we could courteously argue nude. I want to behold our basic psychics, stronger than spinning power of prayer, to terminate thick-headed arguments, then turn back the flirtatious lips that swear. I do not like feeling damaged or trapped, where my devilishly weakened brain groans, hitting me with half-witted crap, then hitting me with grave venomous stones. I never learned to read colored auras, nor have I been conditioned to read minds. I wish I had scented magic hands to read tea leaves or meridian lines. I could woo her with emotional poems, like when she was first lyrically pursued. We could return to lover discipline if we could courteously argue nude. I dream of being a circus master, making laughter with a couple of tricks, to end mindless ego competitiveness created by us, a couple of pricks. Like a sniper filled with ammunition, firing off cliches with precision. We are certain of our war positions, despite our joked enemy derision. I have tried science and magazine tests, and my unearthly fate is just as blind as if I were hard religious freak, paying Almighty God to ease my mind. Science and religion can't help us out when burning passion needs to be renewed. We could return to that impassioned place if we could courteously argue nude. Life is full of hogwash and mystery. I know the funky turds I have observed, but there are sweet-scented answers out there that can be gratifyingly preserved. We argue seriously with odor, but a sugared answer cannot be found when looking underneath the poison mask and where diabolical ghosts are bound. She is beautiful and very complex, demanding concentrated attention, and I know her pathetic argument cannot be helped by any invention. We can hark back to the salacious days before obtuse arguments did intrude. We can return where he'd been is short and there is only one, and I would hate to see lovers ending. For love we should get naked instantly, because no scientific advances is going to be better than the hunger of passionate sexual nude glances. Simpleton nudity can make up for my elementary words that offended, because looking at impeccable her, all the pain-smelling poop is mended. We will not be tainted by blemishes, for this honeyed affair will not conclude. We can bring back irrational passion if we could courteously argue nude.